I said check out Caitlin's Classics on YouTube.
All righty.
Show car, I promise you.
Yeah, we gave it some sleep medicine. It don't like traveling that much.
having a Volkswagen Day cruise in, 148 East Main Street, Youngsville, North Carolina. 148 East Main Street, Youngsville, North Carolina, March 10th, 2024, from 1 o'clock p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. Volkswagen Day, March 10th, 2024. 148 East Main Street, Youngsville, North Carolina. 50-50 cash drawing, food truck, restroom, discipline shorts trophy, long distance trophy. Come see us. Right beside them.
the Caitlin Classics.
Oh, I told him to stop, so I get him.
Okay. Are you guys ready to start? All right. You want to do me a favor and move it around the
So can we have your car in the background? Okay. So tell me what we got here.
This is a 1972 Super Beetle.
Okay.
And I took the regular fenders off and put on early 60 style fenders. That's what give it that kind of wide body look.
Okay.
And I redid the interior, the front. We got a 16cc in it that's all chromed out.
Okay.
This was a all frame restoration. Every bolt on this bug has been touched and replaced. I got a freeway flywheel. I'm going down the road cruising like 65, 70. Just as nice and comfortable.
Okay.
I got the original seats, and I guess I just had them recovered, so it's real comfortable.
Okay. Okay. And tell me about these mirrors right here.
These are swan neck mirrors. That's what they're called, swan neck mirrors. I was at a car show in Georgia.
Okay.
Seen them on somebody else's car, and I walked that car show about 3 times until I found the vendor that had them.
Swan neck.
Uh-huh.
Now, was that ever a factory option or anything?
The factory option on the bugs was a little mirror up here at the top,
Okay.
like this.
Okay. Okay.
Now,
I like that. I like
in
it
order
though.
to get the swan necks, this little bead right here, I had to retap my holes a little bigger to pop those in.
Okay.
On the 72, it did not come this wide.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of little custom stuff on here that if you know, you know.
And it didn't affect the gas tank door?
No, sir.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
sir.
How long you had it? Oh man. Okay. How long you had it?
I've been working on this for about 8 years.
Okay. It's never done.
No. Because I'm contemplating taking the back rims off now and putting some 20s on there.
Wow.
So yeah, it never ends.
What size you have up there now?
Those are 17s on the front and 17s on the back and 15s on the front.
Okay. And it still has a stock appearance.
Yeah. I didn't want to go too outrageous with it.
Okay.
And the lights right there.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
It took me a long time. The bulb in there itself is green. And it took me a long time to find a green bulb to fit in there, But when you sit around on YouTube and Amazon all day, you'll find it.
Okay.
It just takes a little time.
Okay. Yeah, I like the chrome hinges and everything, man. This is a sensational car. Let me check the engine out. Did you do a lot of this stuff yourself?
I did about 40% of it.
Okay. When you say chromed out, you mean chromed out.
Oh yeah. It still has some stuff to the house to put on it.
Oh yeah,
I've been so busy with other stuff, I just hadn't had a time to put it up there.
Okay. All right.
And the system in here is killer.
Okay. Well, one thing I like about these bugs now, especially the one with the manual transmission, is the sound of the engine.
Oh yeah. Regardless, if you're outside, you don't have to see it. If you hear it, that's a Volkswagen bug.
Yes.
It just has that sound.
It has that sound.
Yeah.
It has that sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever you close the lid,
Okay.
this plate right here is a custom cut. I had to find a fabrication place there in Wilmington because they had to cut it to fit this indention, and then they had to louver it.
Yes.
Well, I took it to louver it, so as you're going down the road, air comes in here, circulates, and still go in your motor to help your motor stay cool.
So it's functional.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, now let me ask you this. What drew you to this vehicle?
Man,
Out of all the vehicles that you could have chosen.
when I was growing up,
I figured.
I had a bug.
Yeah.
I'm 50 years old, so I had a bug growing up, and like an idiot, I sold it. Didn't know what I had. And I said, if I ever get the opportunity to come across another one, I'm going to get it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I found this one from a guy that lived on the south side of Fort Myers, Florida.
Okay.
When I called him, he told me how much he wanted for it. He sent me some extra pictures. And I said, I'll be down there in the morning. And I think it was Labor Day. He said, well, you know, tomorrow Labor Day. I said, you're worrying about the wrong stuff. I'll be down there in the morning.
Right, because look, you had a day off to go down there and get it.
Hey, day off or not.
Right.
You're worried about the wrong stuff. I'll be down there. He said, okay, I'll see you when you get here.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So after you sold the first one, how long did it take you to realize that you wanted another one?
Oh, it was years. You know, I had the first one, I think I was like 19. You know, you don't know. You just going through life not knowing.
Right.
And as you get a little older, you're like, you know something? I kind of wanted my bug. I wanted a car, so whenever I go to these little festivals in these little towns, I just want a car that I can go set up and enjoy the festivals. I never knew it was going to get this big. You know, but as you can tell, here I am. This is my second year.
Okay.
Last year, I got top 40 out of 250.
It's a top-notch bill.
The next day was Sunday with the Eurofest. I got top 10 or something like that out of there, and that was before I had the interior redone in the chain link steering wheel.
Wow.
And that's something you probably won't see out here again, that steering wheel.
No, you won't.
I knew exactly what kind of steering wheel I wanted, and it just took a long time to find it.
Okay.
So I found it, and it gives me a little extra room because that steering wheel is a little smaller than the regular steering wheels. So as a big guy, it just gives me a little extra room.
Okay, so that's functional.
Yeah.
It looks good, but it's functional.
Yeah.
Okay, now tell me, what does bugging for you mean?
Well, you know how everybody say, man, stop bugging. Just want to know, you ain't got to stop bugging. I'm a bug for you.
An age group, and a certain age group knows about that.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I'm 50.
Yeah, I'm in that age
Bugging,
group.
man.
I'm in that age group. Quit bugging, man. Quit bugging.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, I like this, man, and thanks for taking the time out to talk to me about your car, because like it caught my eye as soon as I got here, as soon as I saw it. So, so you think you're gonna be able to make it down to our show in August?
I'm going to try my best to.
Okay, I hope you can make it, man. I hope you can make it.
I really enjoy going different places.
Right,
right. Meeting different people.
Right,
checking out, just seeing what's up.
Okay, all right. So, Mr. Rodney?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about your vehicles.
So, Dayton, Ohio is where we're from.
Okay,
And we traveled here through the West Virginia mountains and pouring down the rain, so we had a good time, a good experience driving through those
coming down 77.
with these things in the back. Yeah, it was a little nerve-wracking. But this is a 1968 model.
Okay.
It's a 2332 turbocharged, fuel injected. It has
okay, hold on. Let me stop. You said 2332
CCs.
They came with 1600, right?
1600, and they was
wow.
That was a big one. They was probably as low as 1200 cc's back.
So you went up another 1,000 cc.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Whoa! And then added the turbo.
I've never dynoed it, but we're looking at probably around 220 horse on paper. I don't drive it crazy. I don't drag race it. I don't mistreat it.
Right.
This is a really. I do drive this car a lot. I do not drive this car at all.
Okay.
I do drive this quite often.
Okay.
So. All Chevy bolt pattern on the wheels, 4-inch wider fiberglass fenders. It is a kit that you can buy from glass-action.com. Great guy.
Okay.
So he's got 2-inch, 3-inch, and 4-inch wider fender kits. So this is the 4-inch, and then we spaced all of our wheels out to fit nice and tight. 20s on the back, 19s on the front.
Do you mind if I do a walk around while you're talking?
Can. Here,
okay, thank you so much. You made it easy. I thought I was gonna have to lift that. I thought I was gonna have to lift that leg up.
Sometimes us old guys have a problem lifting that.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you. And you got that's fuel injection.
Yes, it's a Phytech. It's actually a throttle body.
Okay.
But it's still electronically fuel controlled, so it's not a carburetor, so to speak.
Okay. And I'm sorry for dwelling on your engine, but
no, I don't mind actually enjoy it.
Because that's a lot of motor for this little car compared to what they came with.
And it is a healthy, drivable engine.
Right.
So a guy by the name of A.J. Sims in California, he built the motor, he built the transmission, and he did all the axles. So this thing was kind of built to drag race, and I had him do it for me. And this is his turbo. He custom makes his own turbos. I understand that AJ's getting up there in his age, and he's kind of quit doing this stuff. I haven't talked to him in a long time. I've owned this car for about 8 years now.
Okay.
And we put it all in, and
so it didn't have all these modifications when you got it?
No.
So you built this?
No, pretty much.
Okay.
It had a lot of stuff done, but I pretty much put it together. It's a 4-inch chop top.
I thought so.
4-inch oversized fenders, lowered, but I didn't lower it too much. I wanted it to set right.
And you said you got Chevrolet bolt pattern wheels?
Yes, it's a small bolt Chevy bolt pattern.
Wow.
People always enjoy my shifter in there. If you want to go down
Okay.
the side there, open up that door and you can just look at it. You're welcome to just open it up.
Wow. Oh, and I like that sound too. Wow.
Yeah, those are very custom pedals.
And the cup holders, I like the way you put them cup holders in there too.
Yeah.
Wow. I like the way you, oh yes.
It's a real head turner going down the road.
It absolutely is.
We get a lot of attention with it going down the road.
Oh man. Yes. And how much of a chop is this?
4 inches.
4 inches.
Both of them are
Both of
4
them.
inches.
Okay. And how long? Go ahead.
On our chop top, we did cut 4 inches out, but the back glass on both cars are the same original factory back glass, and that was important to me. Sometimes when you do a 4-post chop, what they call, where all posts are cut and then sets down, it looks a little radical at that point, and that's just, with all due respect to that radicalness, I did not want that.
Okay.
I wanted to keep that clean, sleek look there.
Well, I like the way it slants.
No doubt.
Looks like like when you buy them little 1/8 style 1/8 diecast cars.
Yeah.
It looks just like that rolling.
I did 2 different things here on both cars. This post, if you see, it's straight up and down.
Okay.
And this post, we slanted it forward.
Wow.
And I had that Dale Earnhardt thing in my mind whenever we made this decision, and we kind of slanted this one forward.
Wow.
This car is a 58 model,
Okay.
so it's the first year of the big back window.
Okay.
57 was an oval window.
Right.
This is my dream car. I have owned a VW Bug since I was 15 years old, and I just turned 60 last week. I've never not owned a VW Bug.
Wow.
I love them. I fell in love with them. My first car was a Ford Pinto, and you remember the gas tanks would get rear-ended and explode, and my mom found out about that, and she made me sell the car, and I bought my first Volkswagen.
Okay.
And I've owned one since.
Okay.
This, my wife, love her to death. She turned me loose with the checkbook.
Whoa. You were so lucky.
You don't find that very often.
No.
And she said, go build your dream car. And this is what we did. It's been done for about a year, and we spent 5 years building this car.
Okay.
Some of the things, the details that we did, we didn't use rubber. This has got rubber.
And it
around
looks
the glass.
factory. It looks factory.
This is all like modern glass that's been urethaned in.
Okay.
Same way with the back glass.
Okay.
There's no rubber. We urethaned the glass in.
Okay.
We made this. Normally, they have the fins in it.
Yeah.
So we did dimple dies, and we made this panel and fit it in there really nice.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. If you got to get that.
No, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
So this one is a 2110 engine.
Well, I thought it was something new. It looks like a Porsche engine.
Yeah, so it has that Porsche fan shroud, and the reason I went with that Porsche fan shroud, so you don't see any wires.
Right.
There's no wires.
Right.
You see no electricity at all. It's all enclosed inside that fan shroud. And that was pretty important to me. I wanted that clean look.
That's a 2014 out of a what?
Well, I mean, it's all VW engine.
Okay.
But
okay.
it's just a Porsche fan shroud.
Okay.
Off
Okay.
of the old Porsches.
Right.
That's just...
Yes, because I saw one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
And-
just didn't want to go with that type of fancy.
That fabrication right there is totally amazing.
And that was just a thought of mine. Everything about the car, I didn't build this car, but it's all my design.
Yes.
I had a very good friend of mine did all this work. His name is Tim Dolly. He's a UPS 18-wheeler driver.
Okay.
He did this build in his garage.
Wow.
And it's his paint, his body, his everything. And it is an absolute beautiful car.
Okay.
We really enjoy it. And all these wheels are one-off custom made from a guy by the name of Dave Shard. They're forged line wheels. They're made in Dayton, Ohio. He makes everything from Formula One all the way to Indy cars, and he makes a lot of wheels.
Okay. And how'd you come up with the idea of the suicide door?
You know, again, it was a dream. in 72, my VW, I told you I've had a VW since I was 15 years old, and I did my suicide doors myself, and they was bolted on and screwed on, and they worked.
Wow.
But I've always wanted it to be right.
Okay.
And we did the pocket hinges so you can't see any of the hinges on the car.
Man, that's some manufacturing, boy.
When it's closed, it's nice and tight. And yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people really enjoy the front end here. I've had a guy say, that looks like my couch.
Oh, man, and that's what you want.
No doubt.
That's what you want.
They have both been a lot of fun, man.
Man, this is the real tank, right?
That is the real 1958 tank.
And what are those?
Those are for my disc brakes. You have to have two separate reservoirs. So one is for my front disc brake, and the other one's for the back disc brakes.
Wow. Wow.
What they give you is a little plastic reservoir with two different things.
Right,
I couldn't have that.
Right.
So
and
we made that and put it all in.
Boy, you put something into this. I like the amount of detail and fabrication.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you know, you're not going to see, and I'm sorry, I don't know what I just ran into, but you're not going to see another one of these built exactly like this anywhere.
No doubt. I got an invitation that I'm going to Detroit Autorama next weekend.
That's next weekend?
This thing was invited to Detroit Autorama.
And they only invite top-notch builds.
Pretty prestige.
Absolutely.
And I was.
Is that the one with the Riddler Award?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They are putting this thing not front row center, but they are putting it up towards the front of the show because people love these cars. They absolutely go nuts over them.
They do.
Everywhere we go, we get tons of attention with this thing. And I can appreciate them kind of people appreciating this kind of car.
Right.
Come on, man. It's still just a little Volkswagen Beetle.
Right.
That's all. And it was meant to last 10 years. And it was meant to never survive. Look around here at all these survivors.
I'm just saying.
This car was never meant to live this long.
But everybody had them. I mean, when I was a kid, everybody had them. And they ran and ran
and you couldn't stop them. You couldn't stop them.
That's what I'm saying. I never heard anybody talk about breaking down all the time with these vehicles or nothing like that. Oh, you never saw them on the side of the road?
I have a quick story.
Okay.
When I graduated high school, I'm originally from Ashland, Kentucky.
Okay.
Me and my buddy took off to Orlando, Florida. We had a plan that we was going to go down there and make $1 million. Well, I live in Ohio, so that didn't happen. I took my VW that I had. We put an extra motor in the back seat because I didn't think we could make it with my engine. We went down to Florida. We stayed there for a month or so. We failed. We was not programmed right up here. And I brought that VW engine that was in my back seat back to Kentucky. I never took it out of the back seat because I didn't think my other one would make it. So what you and I were just talking about, how these things would just go and go and go, it went all the way to Florida and all the way back, and I didn't think it would make it from the get-go. So if we would have broke down, I would have pulled over on the side of the highway, and I'd have changed that motor out of it, and we'd have went right on down the road.
Okay.
That's what would have happened.
Okay.
But my point is, it didn't have to happen.
It didn't.
It made it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say thank you for taking the time
Hey,
to.
I appreciate it.
If you got some more to tell me about that car, I'll listen. I'm listening. I'm all ear.
You know,
Because this is I don't think I'll ever see nothing like this again unless you come to one of my events. But we'll talk about that later.
I love this car. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoy it. This is my pride and joy.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I really, really do enjoy this car. But
But you said this is a driver.
I drive this one.
Right.
This one is a trailer queen.
Okay, that's fine.
People can say what they want. I
Say
could
what they
care
want.
less.
It's your car.
It's my car. It's my dream. I worked
Right.
hard for my money over my life.
Right.
And I am not tearing it up.
Right.
And you drive them, stuff's going to happen. This
Right.
thing's got
Right.
chips all over it.
Yes. Yes.
This one won't.
Right. But just the fabrication and like both of them are different. Both of them are different. You can't say you have the same exact build on each car. Both of them are different.
Show you some appreciation. I mean,
Yes.
that is nice and tight.
And it looks like that could have been a factory option.
No.
I mean, that's how good it looks.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the hinges.
If you didn't notice the Safari windshield tilts out. Now you can order this as a kit for any VW, but we ordered it. We cut it all down to fit this chop.
That was some work, man.
Yeah, man.
That was some
It's
work.
a lot of work.
That was some work.
I have to admit that this is the only car that I've ever built to this magnitude, and this is literally the only car that I will ever build to this magnitude.
I don't blame you.
Because everything that you plan goes wrong.
Absolutely.
Everything.
Absolutely.
And it's very frustrating. It's very tough to deal with.
There is no
gets-
one in here that has a build that has not had frustration at one point in their life.
But you got to walk away.
You
When you're
do.
building something like this and things aren't going right for you, walk away. Come back to it, and then you'll get it right.
And then you'll think of a better idea.
Patience is a virtue,
Patience.
and that's what it takes.
Yes.
So,
Well, thanks for showing it to me, because
Absolutely, man.
I'm gonna tell you, man.
My pleasure.
I went home last night and I thought about these cars, man.
Man.
I'm dead serious.
You make my day.
I know, no, I'm dead serious.
Really, man?
I said I gotta talk to this guy, and I was worried about them speakers. That was the main thing that was worrying me was the music.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, 'cause these phones do pick up a lot of background noise.
right.
Yeah.
So if I don't get hit with the copyright, it'll be on the channel. I'm gonna find a way to get it up there no
How
matter
will
what.
you get hit with a copyright though?
Oh, I'm gonna tell you. Man, you went up 1,100 cc's. Hold on, I got to get this information. Okay, so yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, man. No, you're okay. You're okay. I'm just astonished at the room inside this thing.
love the AC.
Everybody's mesmerized, boy. Hey, do y'all mind standing over here talking about the vehicle? All right. All right. So tell me, what is this vehicle?
It's a 1963 Volkswagen bus deluxe. Got it from Mechanicsville, Maryland. I don't know. I've always been an old hippie soul that loved Volkswagen buses, loved Janis Joplin. And, you know, she, of course, back in the 60s, Woodstock, had a bus, drove a bus, Volkswagen. So it kind of just inspired me to always want one, restore one. And that's how we got Janis, and that's what her name is, Janis.
And how long? So the vehicle's name is Janis.
Yes.
Okay. How long you had it?
We've had it for 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, but we recently restored it, probably 4 years ago.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Well, one thing that, like I was telling those other people, this is a small looking vehicle from the outside,
yeah.
but look at all the room in it.
Yep.
A lot of customization. It's custom.
Oh, I know. But it has room to customize.
Yeah.
Now, how many windows does this
This
bus
one
have?
is an 11 window.
11 window bus. Now, do your windows fold out?
No, do that. Oh, sorry.
Okay, all right, no problem. Because I've seen different stuff on all of these buses, so
Yes.
They all the windows pop out. It has a one-off vintage air on it.
vintage air, not factory air. Okay.
It's a one-off.
Okay. Hey, it's good. And do the front windows fold out?
No.
Okay. All right. And it's still a 5-speed. It's 4-speed. Okay. All right. Well, just thanks for telling me about your vehicle, because it's just a nice vehicle, and I'm just amazed at how roomy it looks.
Yeah, it came in those factory bucket seats. Seat frame, seats, all handmade.
Okay.
The frame and all.
Okay.
Dash has been, it's handmade. Basically, the lower section of the dash.
Okay.
Okay, we fully restored it.
Yeah, it's a rotisserie build. Everything underneath it's as nice and clean as it is what you see.
Okay. Well, thanks for telling me about your vehicle.
Yeah, bud.
Is that the AM radio?
Yep. That's probably the hardest part to find on the
Ain't no doubt about it. Okay. And where you say you from?
We're from Arrowhead, North Carolina, or Mayberry.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Do you mind if I look at the interior? I love the gauges.
goodness. You guys are unique because you guys have the leather strap.
Yeah, we just found this one. If you go up there and look at it.
And stuff like that. So tell me what this is for the people who don't know.
This is a 1966 VW Bud.
Okay.
And I've always loved VWs. It was the first car I bought out of high school, and I've had one almost consecutively since then. Had
Okay.
one when I met my husband, and he had to tell me that that one was dead. And then a couple years ago, probably about 10, 15 years ago, he bought me this car for Christmas as a surprise.
Wow.
And
He's a keeper.
he's a keeper, he is. We drove it around. It was in good shape, so we thought one day we decided it needed a paint job. One day we decided if we were going to paint it, we might as well take it completely apart. One thing led to another. We stayed in the garage one night and said, why don't we, okay. So we started pulling pieces off of it. It took us about 2 years to restore it. It's completely restored. There's not very much in it this old. We did all the work, all the engine work. He is a master mechanic.
Okay.
Builder.
Okay. Okay.
He's an artist in the garage.
Right,
So
right.
he
Because I
directed-
can see a lot of unique stuff.
Yeah, he directed the project and kept me in check when I wanted to go a little bit wild and crazy with stuff. No, we're going to do it like this. We want it
Okay.
to look like a hot rod.
Okay,
We
thank
want
you.
it to be a hot rod.
Thank you.
You can see the stance. It's
Yes.
definitely the hot
Perfect.
rod. Got
Cause
the
you-
fat tires in the back.
Cause that's why that was the first thing I saw when y'all pulled up this morning.
Yeah,
Was
lowering
the
it
stance.
like that really
And
makes a
and I
difference.
like the shinies running boards.
I like them too till I have to clean them. He makes
Right,
me do
right.
that part.
Yes. And the wheels, which you told me this morning you didn't like to clean. but I like the Krager SST look.
It's center lines, that's
Right.
what ought to be on it.
Right,
That's back
right.
Back in the day.
Right,
Back in
right.
the day.
Now is this a factory sunroof car?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It cranks like the little window cranks, factory sunroof.
Oh, where's the crank? Is it hand crank?
Yep.
Yay!
Through the mirror there.
Oh man, so good that it's not automatic.
We
Yes.
chose to do the back seat delete, so you got plenty of room in the back.
Right.
Nobody uses those back seats anyway, so we went a
And
different direction.
can't fit back there anyway.
That's right, that's right.
Okay.
I did the interior. It was my first job.
Wow.
First try. Don't get that camera too close. You might see something.
Oh man.
First
Wow.
try that.
Wonderful.
We wanted the whole
Wonderful.
car to be ours.
Oh God.
Now
That
we're
is-
back here to the good stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Here's the good stuff here.
Okay.
So originally it was a 1300. We take
Right.
it up to a 2332,
Okay.
and it's got all the good parts on it.
Okay.
If you see down under there, you can see how pretty the engine actually is.
Right.
He is the builder and designer, but he let me assemble it.
Okay.
He sat on a chair in the garage and said, do this and do that. He wasn't allowed to touch any bolts till we got done.
Uh-huh.
And so I did all the rings and put the pistons in.
Oh,
and
man.
all that stuff, yeah.
Okay.
But he gets credit for how it looks. So,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
I assembled
Okay.
it. But
Now,
he's the
did it
builder.
come with the 2 carburetors?
Well, when you say come with, that wasn't factory. No.
Okay. No. Oh, no problem. No problem. No
Yeah,
problem.
But definitely need
Okay.
'em.
I mean, I always liked that when people did that
It's
to
a
these
good
cars.
look for 'em.
Yes,
It's a
it
good
is.
look for 'em.
Because during this period, the Porsches, it seemed like it was an identical engine except for the carburetors.
They
It
are
seemed
so
like.
similar, aren't they?
Right.
Well, until you get into them, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, what's this piece right here?
That's an oil cooler.
Oil cooler. Okay. Okay. And it's still an air-cooled engine.
It is.
Wow. Okay. And I see you got the ignition box.
All the good parts in there.
Okay.
All the good stuff in there.
Okay.
It was about 35 horsepower from the factory. We're pushing right at about 200 now.
I see. I mean, you
should
go
lift the
up a
front
whole
wheels
nother.
off.
You went up a whole nother 1,000 in CCs.
This should lift the front wheels off the ground.
I
when you
believe
pass
it.
It
I
should.
believe it. Now, did you widen the back?
Did I ride in the back?
Did y'all widen the back?
Oh,
widen
yes,
it?
widen. Yes.
Because
Of course we did.
I mean, it looks different from that over
Oh
there.
yeah, aftermarket fenders, and look how wide those tires are under there.
Okay.
We got the little skinnies on the front and the nice wide ones in the back.
Okay. What size tires you have on the back?
I do not know, but that man does.
Hey, ain't no problem. No problem. It look good. It looks good. Okay. And is there any particular reason why it's a 66 or you chose 66?
That was just really an accident, but I'll tell you what, it has become a theme.
Mm-hmm.
We bought a pickup. I bought a pickup truck. It's a 66. Last week I bought a van. It's a 66.
Okay.
It's just an accident that it
Hey,
seems
look.
to be my year.
Well, those are good years.
They are.
What kind of pickup is it you got?
66 F100.
3 on the tree.
3 on the tree. Love it.
I know.
Love it. Driving that thing is my happy place.
Well, thanks for telling me about your car.
Thanks for asking. We love the car. We love it. It's been a labor of love. We've spent countless hours together out there in that garage, and somehow the marriage survived.
Oh yeah. Because you're gonna have frustration in any build. If somebody tell me they built something without any frustration, I say they lying.
That's right.
Right.
Now, something else you need to know, we didn't do the paint, but he did the body work, and he
Okay.
taught himself to do body work to do this. Probably about the bottom third of that car is new. Of course, you
Well-
have to replace the floor pans and the heater channels, but he learned to do all of that on this car.
I've never seen that before. Hey, it's gonna be on video. Okay. But the paint, I don't care what color you use, it's not gonna look good unless the body work looks good.
That's
So
right, but
it's always an indication of the body work.
let me give you a shameless plug for our painter. Our painter is a man named Paint by King out in Farmville, Virginia. And that
Okay.
man is an
Mike.
artist. So let's give him the shout out for how good it looks, because he is definitely an artist with the paint, and we appreciate all his effort on it.
Okay. All right. I wanted to make sure it was clean enough. Wow. Before I get started. I didn't realize how big they were.
This is the closest thing to fuel injection you could get. It's a variable Venturi carburetor. Mm-hmm. So as much air as the motor pulls, it opens flaps up. This carburetor is 360 CFM to 960 CFM. Depending on what the motor charge wants out of a carburetor, that's how far it opens the plates.
So you don't have to be changing jets and stuff?
No, just don't
Wow.
have jets. It's got a camshaft in it. So the more the flaps open, the more it rolls on that cam and it riches it up.
Okay. Now, what year is this car?
It's actually a 67,
67.
but I grafted the back end on it. I grafted it.
Okay. Now, tell me about this engine, though. I mean, this is a serious engine. Hey, good to see you.
It's a 2332 cc.
Okay.
It's got H-beam rods in it, stroker crank. It's got Wasco pistons in it. It's got autocraft cylinders on it, which are kind of like gun barrels. And we make our own exhaust. We make our own intakes. So this is all one-off stuff. You can't buy that exact intake, or you can't buy that exhaust. We make all that.
Now tell me about this turbo, though. Because you know me, that's what got my attention.
Now the turbo, I can't tell you what size it is because
Okay.
I honestly don't know because my brother takes care of that.
Okay, I'm just saying, how did that get incorporated into the build?
Well, it just draws through. Air and fuel comes in here and goes through the turbo to the intakes. That's what they call a draw through.
Okay.
And like I said, we've experimented, as you can see on the hood, on the spoiler.
Yeah.
See the holes in there?
Yeah.
That's two other combinations of turbos. We kept going bigger and bigger and bigger on turbos.
Okay.
With different exhaust systems and stuff like that. So we finally found this combination.
Okay. Okay.
He keeps up. My brother's a fanatic of the turbos. He tries different combinations, and I was the guinea pig until he found one that we could produce that much of.
Okay. All right. Well, look, thanks for telling me about this.
Not a problem.
Yeah, man, I really like this car. Thank you, sir.